Whoa, hello, everybody. Squat to 5. I just realised, it's just occurred to me that I think finally I no longer live in fear of people saying late and doing the late joke. That hasn't happened for ages. Consistency, baby. That's what it's all about. So anyway, hello everyone. If you're listening to me right now, then you're one of these crazy cool trooper guys that has the stream up all the time. And you hear me right at the very beginning. I just thought I'd say hi. I'm going to trigger the opening here. It's another cool winter day. It's actually been a lot more mild out today, which is nice. I've been doing a fair amount of housework. I basically experienced the worst mop and bucket I've ever experienced in my entire life. I have a video for you all about the world map that will be going up right after this stream closes. And yeah, generally we should just be having a good time. And yeah, so I'll go trigger that. Get yourself warm, guys, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Notification lied to you? Well, it shouldn't have. You guys can still hear me as I type away at the next time. All right, hello. No, we're not going to watch the intro loop again. We'll turn that off right there. Hello, everyone. The kettle took, it feels like 1 billion years to heat up. But I'm here. We're all good. Welcome to another stream. Hope everybody's having a fun time. Really, one of the things I want to explore about Daybreak today is kind of something we were exploring yesterday, and that's the idea of the repeatable content that's on the map. Because I really think something very profound is going on this Living World release. And I think what it is that this map has the most repeatable content. The patch in general, this is true because it was a triple release, right? For PvE. Let's just hone in on PvE for now. This map, this actual Living World release, has the most repeatable reasons to go back to it than anything the devs have ever added in a single patch before. Because really think about it. There's obviously the story and stuff, which we run through and we just leave, right? But there's a meta on it immediately, a farmable meta that stands out amongst the expansion of which is associated, because the expansion itself didn't really deliver that very well, right? It's got a farmable meta which is already really good, and it's a farmable meta that when you compare it to Living World Season 3, it's actually like... What did Season 3 have that was like that? You've got, like, Draconis Mons zerging around going worm and then destroyers and then the 2 destroyers at the bottom, I guess. You had the berry farms in Bitterfrost Frontier, but that wasn't a meta. The meta itself and the idea of the event you could do, the nighttime storms, and I had a friend who I played Fractals with for a while who would do that consistently. Was that good? Yeah, the leather farm, but that wasn't really a meta. This has got like a proper, you know, so already it's really, really quite major. I guess Bloodstone Fen, actually. You know, Bloodstone Fen kind of had that going on. But then that was very irregular as well. At least the Hablion thing sort of supplemented it. But already, right, the meta. Then, you've also got adventures in there. 3 of the goddamn things. Which, again, the repeatable rewards, if they just tweaked it slightly, if people had a carrot on the end of this stick, then it would be worth more, but they didn't really have one. They have a one-time gold and then they leave. But that's already pretty good, and I like that in Living World. I think that works really well. So you got that. Not a single patch of Living World Season 3 had adventures. Not a single patch. You got bounties, a new system from Path of Fire, which have been added, and they're what I want to play today. So you got bounties, you got meta, you got bounties, you got adventures. You have the repeatable heart tech from Season 3, which is also in there. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. You got a race, which we showed off yesterday. And again, the thing is, and this is the point I'm trying to make. It's really weird because Guild Wars has got a lot of sticks now. But here's where I think it might be struggling. 2 places. One I already mentioned with the Path of Fire release. Community. Guild systems. Reasons to form meaningful connections with people outside of heavily instanced raid scenarios and stuff like that, which we know not many people spend their time doing. So first, community. The second thing, which I identified with the Path of Fire release, in my mind, I'm not trying to say that as a fact, but then the other thing I think is, where are our carrots, man? Is a single new legendary focus enough? Because I mean, the more time that goes, the less people are going to care about getting ascended gear and stuff. I think that that's sort of the thing where, like, there's supposedly an amazing farm in this meta, right? People were even saying in chat there, but is it enough of a carrot? So I don't know. I wonder what you guys think about that. You know, I really think they missed a trick with mounts, itemization, the idea of a saddle slot, rarities of saddles, stuff like that. I really do think they missed a trick. Because it's actually, yeah, the carrots are in the gem store. I mean, that's an extremely cynical way of looking at things, but I think that there's a kernel of truth in that. There's a kind of a very whingy internet nerd on the couch slamming his fist down kind of tacky thing that you see a lot, but there is some truth in it, definitely. I mean, this patch, I haven't even mentioned it. This patch did add another legendary ring to the game, or just a legendary ring. By the way, BT dubs. It's just associated with the rating. No, the meta isn't a great carrot. The meta gives you farm, but like, what are we spending the farm on? That's sort of the point, you know. Your farm in the meta is to buy the adoption licenses. That's really interesting to me. I mean, that's interesting for a ton of reasons. The one I'll hone in on, though, is I want to ask you, Apothelis, how far have you got with that? So what was your idea, to get all of the adoption contracts through in-game farm? That's a great challenge, man. Man, I should do that on the streams. We should do a mount adoption challenge. Oh, my client just crashed. Are we still live? Oh, there we go. It's back. Jesus. I know you guys can't see the client right now. Kairos there said, hello, legendary ring collection and a whole weapon set. I already mentioned the legendary ring. That must be stream delay, or you're very slow. or selective listener, which happens quite a lot here. Well, already have loads of gold, so I've bought 24, all with in-game gold. Damn, man. Yoda2442 says I bought 5 licenses thus far. Cathro says buy 30 and then delete them all. How much gold are we actually talking to get all of them? I mean, I can't do it because I accepted 2 from the community anyway. So I can't really do that, sadly. I want a more Christmassy face cam. Let's have a look. Let's see if... Do I have any that are remotely Christmassy? I don't think I've ever had a Christmassy themed face cam. Not from the community, nor one that I've made for myself. Last year, I don't think we got one. We got a ton at the beach from Xavier. We've got a huge selection. We've got 19 different ones from the rest of the community. And then we've got my ones. And none of them are very Christmassy. I guess this is Christmassy, sort of. Given the England herder. This one's a bit stupid. I don't know what I did with the settings on this, but it's a little bit annoying because I've got that black bar there. But I'm a little bit better at OBS now, so I can mask that out, I think. Let's see. Sorry, I can crop that out by cropping on the right by about, what is that, maybe 40 pixels? Nope, 60 pixels? 80 pixels? 90 pixels? There we go. We'll crop those 90 pixels out. Boom. Beauty. Look at that. That's how good I am at this stuff now, guys. Mount skins as rewards for adventures, or am I making too much sense? I don't think that that necessarily makes a lot of sense, because it's a question of how much it costs them to put in. I like the idea. I like the tying of... Sorry about the banging of the mic there, guys. I like the tying of... You know, the adventures are very mount-centric. So the idea that you get very good on a griffin adventure and it unlocks a new griffin for you. That's like, mwah, that's sexy. That's beautiful. In an idealistic world where there's no such thing as development costs and no such thing as certain things only haven't been created for the purposes of being a real-world revenue stream. Which is clearly what the adoption licenses are. So I think it's pretty tacky to say, oh, that just makes too much sense. It's not that everyone else in the world is an imbecile and you've cracked the code. But that is very cool. As I say, in an idealistic world, I love that idea. I think that's really awesome. I would, you know what, like, the kind of thing I like, I'd even have it like, if you're in top 100, you get the skin of the day or of the month or lifetime or whatever. But if you're not, you don't get it. So the only people with badass griffins are the best flyers in the game. Do you get what I mean? Like, the absolute best people are the only ones that have a special look, right? That's my jam. That's what I like. But, you know, that's not Guild Wars 2, and that's not the real world, sadly. What about a free adopt license for completing all golds? That's more realistic, and I like that. Especially if what it actually does is it just it makes it free on the gem store, so you're forced to use the user interface and stuff, and then maybe they can try and bait people into being more comfortable using that section of the user interface and then get money out of them later. Top 100, you get a solid gold mount skin. Undieable. Racing stripes. Yeah, I don't know. But that's kind of what I've been struck with this patch. So I want to get in there and play it. I'm going to play on my Ellie, though. And I have not actually gone to the map on my Ellie yet. So we're going to start the stream by doing that. And then we're going to do some bounties. Which will mean this is a heavily... For those that didn't enjoy Merciless... Because, you know, I talk more about the game and it's more in the moment. This will be like a heavy discussion thing, I guess. Because... That's kind of sort of what the bounties ones were like. And I think all things in moderation. The bounty streams were nice until I felt like I was rambling about too much nonsense. So, yeah, we're going to log in. Oh, actually, hold... Oh, that's not even working. Hold on, let me see here. And I'm going to play... Sorry, guys, about the waiting. I'm going to play on my Healy build just so that we can face roll it. Am I EU or NA? It's NA. Actually, do you know what? We've got a few people here. Shall we straw poll? Let's straw poll. EU or NA? It's Sunday. There's plenty of time for even West Coast people to be here right now. There's plenty of time. Bleary-eyed, mayhaps. But they could be there. So, EU or NA? It's the weekend. It is the weekend, right? It is Sunday. We're on the Monday stream already, and I just blacked out for an entire day. No, we're good. So here's a straw poll. You guys can vote on which region we will play. The majority... Please only vote in this if you actually want to come in-game and join on the squad and do some bounties with me. If you're not interested in that, this is not about you jerking off over your region. And, of course, me saying that out loud is going to bait all the little 14-year-olds to try and troll with the straw poll. So I just want you to be aware, if that's now what you're thinking, you're still not clever, but there you have it. So just go vote, and if you're genuine and want to play, we'll see who the majority is, and we'll go from there. So with that said, let me just God, my inventory looks like a bomb's hit it. Why is the thing not working? Let's see here. It's okay if my inventory looks like a bomb's hit it, though. There we go, it's working now. It's okay if the inventory looks like a bomb's hit it, because unidentified gear, baby. And so it won't even make a difference. What I am going to do is equip, not minstrels, but magi's. Oh, I don't know, actually. I like the minstrels and the radiance runes. Maintaining high frost aura uptime might be nice. Why don't we do it this way? I'll have magi's trinkets and minstrels armor plus... Oh, but I'm not going to be spamming out protection on this build. So screw it. No. I want to run the arcane variant with the crazy reses, which means no protection, which means the minstrels is kind of useless. And it also means that I'm going to be running smoothing mists, not aura mancer. So all of that just means screw it. Let's go pure magi's and let's turn off earth. Let's pick up arcane. Let's get a bit of healing when we swap attunement. Let's res the shit out of people with this. That's totally a Grandmaster arena net. That is way more potent than you're giving it qualifications for in that slot. And then lastly, I'll pick up evasive arcana for a little splash heal every now and then. Finally swapping that to soothing mist. There you go. That's the build. Sort of. I want to run... I don't know. Sometimes Armor of Earth feels really good. I'll go Ice Bow for the funsies. Okay, cool. So all of that you guys can see. Facecam's a little bit wonky, so let's just make that a bit bigger. And let me turn some overlays on for you all. You guys can't hear the game, so let's put that on as well. Yeah, Soothing Mists, man. Or what's it called? Soothing Power, which buffs Soothing Mists. Oh, that's so petty if the both of you are joking about that. This is good. This is nice. For open world Zerg stuff, trust me, this is good, man. Really increases the... For this variant, if you were running the Earth one, obviously you're going to run Powerful Aura. But even Powerful Aura is deceptive, because it's not as good as it looks when you're comboing it with Tempest lines, because all the shouts are by default aura sharing. So, you know, this is mostly relevant for combo field auras, overload auras, and, like, you know, third-party auras, like from your runes that might be proccing on your T6 and stuff. So you've got to be careful of that. Soothing Power is stronger than you might like. Oh, it was a laughy thing, not a bully thing, WP. I'm so scared of being bullied constantly. You notice this, guys. You notice how scared I am and insecure I am now. The internet's breaking me. Hello, MMO Shards. Nice! 10 months in a row, dude. Hey, WP, now that the devs have refined their main systems, broadly speaking, even considering the gem store, don't you think we can expect frequent updates on what people have been asking for a while? I feel like we'll see more and more with that, like the keyring thing. Also, like lawbook UI, maybe? Yeah, I think that that's a thing, but I think that people are going to call me, like, you know, a shill or whatever. I think the devs do have a reasonably good track record for picking things like that up and implementing them. It's just most people who are keen on Guild Wars 2 are not, like, long-term thinkers at all. They'll think about, like, this year and maybe last year. But, you know, when I look very broadly at the state Guild Wars 2 released in and all the shit that's come in, I actually think that it's okay. I think that one big caveat I'd say to your comment there is that some systems are huge. And, like, build templates and stuff. If they really want to do it perfectly with cosmetic loadouts and selling extra slots on the gem store and all the wonderful and wild and crazy things, you know, that's some time to implement. So I think even though the game's... But your general idea, look, they know what they're doing, so they've got time for these other little things. What was once upon a time higher hanging fruit is now lower. I think you're right. Yeah, definitely. And all that really matters is, does Guild Wars 2 prove itself to have the monetization and population to sustain itself through those, like, dare I call them twilight years? Do you get what I mean, though, right? I ran that build on Zealots, easily healed 8 players for a legendary bounty. Yeah, I think Zealots is pointless, though, for all the water camping and the coefficients and shit on water skill. Like, what's the point? But, yeah, so I run Magi's because the extra vitality on me I do appreciate. And there are some interesting conversions. WP isn't a fragile snowflake. I'm pretty fragile. Please, I'm very brittle. What is the must-have from the new map? I know most people go for trinkets on Living World Season 3. The only thing I can think on this map is the equivalent to magic packets, not that the reward should be the main thing. No, that's kind of the point I was making, Benji. I don't really know. I mean, there's lots of great farm and stuff, but I don't know how far it goes. Let's have a look at the results of the poll here. So, as expected, EU did win, and I'm going to very happily bow to EU there. So, let's swap this. I'm gonna transfer to EU there because we did do an NA stream yesterday. So, why not? There you go. EU won. EU tends to be much more active. It's very odd to me because very little of what I do online really has anything to do with EU, but I have a British accent. And so I think somehow that... Or I don't know, maybe Guild Wars 2 just in general has a larger proportion of EU people. A bit off topic. You said recently you really enjoyed Elder Scrolls. Have you played Enderall? No, I haven't played that. But I was a furious follower of the developer of Astraerium, which was the Oblivion equivalent from those guys. And I remember that mod, that total conversion, blowing my mind when they had a moving boat sailing down a river in a demo of Astraerium. And I remember when it finally came out being really disappointed that the translation from German was awful. And it really killed... It ruined my immersion. Lily Starflame says, "Oh man, I wanted to bounty stream." I'm really sorry, Lily. Maybe. No, I'm not gonna blatantly do that. I don't know. If you ever find that you've got another account, though, obviously you can come and join no matter what we do. Would you mind a delayed Living World patch if it meant we got a decently sized feature pack with build templates, UI changes, etc.? I think you've revealed yourself to have absolutely no understanding of how their development works. I think that's a foolish question because the people making the Living World things and the Living World teams don't necessarily have the expertise to make a UI overhaul. You know, this isn't some small indie studio where it's 10 guys that share the responsibilities of all the features. It's a nonsense question because that is not a thing. So, I mean, I can answer it anyway at face value. We can pretend it's a thing and say, would I make that compromise? And I would make that compromise. I wouldn't have made that compromise for episode 1 because I do think it's extremely important that the Living World rapidly follows the release of an expansion. I think that's extremely important. But in the middle of a Living World season, just delay it by like a month or two. This is not a 2 to 3 month release. This is a 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. But we get other stuff. If we actually lived in this bizarre world, yeah, I would actually make that. I would. What, between like episode 3 and 4? I would. As long as it was just, you know, it's very much on the context of whether it's justifiable in the system that they developed, right? Obviously, we on the user end can only speculate as to how hard things are to develop, but yeah. So let's have a look here. We are now on the server Ruins of No, I'm on the server Fissure of Woe. Cool. EU gets all the cool server names. I was referring to the fact a dev had to do the collections bank tab all in their own time. I guess that's totally fair, and that does fly in the face of what I was just saying. You're perfectly fair to point that out. Maybe I am a bit aggressive with how I responded there. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they've all got, like, secret projects that they're working on in the background, and they just want to take a break from their primary responsibilities so that they can finish those instead of having to do it outside of work hours. Absolutely. Maybe all the devs have got something like that. And that would be kind of interesting if they were afforded that opportunity. So I'm going to make a squad, but only after I'm actually on Istan. Because like I said, my old main is really... I've barely played. So anyway, let's begin the story. Timey's going to speak. This is not going to be particularly spoilery, so chill out. Don't worry. I've got the dialogue volume muted anyway. Glint Tagachi, great name, says, "Hi, do you know if it's possible to use the mount radial menu with arc and reshade?" I don't know about all three. I haven't looked into chain loading. As you know, as everybody's well aware of my supposed trolling when I use the skill clicking on the UI here. Mouse clicking. Well, it's just clicking, I guess, right? Anyway, I don't know. I'm sure that there is a way to do it, and I would like someone to build sort of a D3, D9 hierarchical structure thing for all add-ons and all add-ons to come, but... I mean, I'm not going to pretend to have any understanding of that stuff. But you are correct that different teams have different skills. I think we're at a perfectly reasonable understanding there. Hey, WP, what do you think about technical stuff in Guild Wars? Do you think we need an upgrade on graphics? Like, someone asked me that yesterday. I think it would be nice, but I don't think it's my place to say whether it's feasible. I think that Guild Wars 2 does stand up. Its main competition is FF14, which has horrendously inconsistent look. I also think people give games a bad rap because of freedom developers offer in their options menus. They say, oh, because per max culling and max, it doesn't work. That means the game's poorly optimized, but they don't realize that these are the optimizations here. This granular control is a luxury that you have, not... you know, it's a freedom they've afforded you by letting you explode your game with ridiculously unrealistic things. It's not a sign that the game is bad, in my opinion. That's not to excuse all of Guild Wars 2, because I do feel like it is a bit dated, certainly. Just, is it cripplingly a bad situation? I would say no. Do I actually understand whether it's really something they should work on? I have no idea. So there you have it. All right. Oh, we are going to have to do the first instance, aren't we? I forgot. We are going to have to do that. So a couple of you EU guys can party on me if you want. If you want to party right now and do the first instance with me, we can. Don't worry. It's not very spoilery, guys. Well, it's a little bit, but hey, what are you doing on a Guild Wars 2 stream? Have you started looking at contest entries yet? No, I revealed my plan. I'm doing a week on Daybreak, and then I'm going to go look at those. So, there we go. Do join, guys. / join. Not an invite, a join. And then I'll know that it won't bug out. A while ago, you had the opinion that ArenaNet should take the time and make a really big polished expansion after Heart of Thorns. Instead, they released Path of Fire rather fast. Any thoughts on that now that Path of Fire is released? An insanely cool question there, dude. Oh, that's a bit scary. We're getting a lot of invites right now. A lot. We would regularly... Do you remember when I first started streaming? We would regularly crash the party server with that. And the old squad system before the Heart of Thorns ones came in. Thank God for those revamps, right? That's a really good question. What you're asking for there opens doors into like a very broad, essentially, review of Path of Fire, which I haven't even begun to sort of organize in my head. So I don't know, really. I don't know. It's a fascinating question. Basically, what everyone watching the stream, just take a second to think of this. What if Path of Fire came out 12 months from now? What would that have added to it? How would the whole thing have felt packaged? And that's going to tie into all kinds of different things. This guy, Tamara, is either on a potato of a PC and on a long loading screen or trolling us. I'll give them one more opportunity to press ready. But if they don't do it this time, then they get screwed out of it, and we'll 4-man it, not 5-man it. Now Mercenex isn't coming. Come on, guys. Do you see what I mean about people's attention spans? What are you doing in the party? What are you doing, like, honestly? Okay, one of them left, and now he's rejoined. They're all on EU. It's not that they can't see it. They're in this instance. They're loaded in. Now Tamara's here. There we go. Do you think Joko might awaken Zin? Oh, dude, there's so many cool things like that. So I've got a video coming out right after this after this stream. The end of... Can someone just confirm this to me? The end of Path of Fire totally did hint that Kralkatorrik can raise the dead now, right? That's what they hinted at with the Devour, right? Right? Or am I totally wrong in that? Because I have about 90 seconds of discussion in that in today's production, and I'm concerned that I'm totally wrong and I'm going to look like a complete moron. Yeah, no, they did hint at that. Okay, good. That's so profound. That's insane. Nobody's talking enough about that. Not just Zin. There's so many opportunities. You know that the brand, right? Here's a little preview for the video. You know the brand goes over like the Venta Cemetery and Joko's old tomb, which I believe might have had suggestions that there were more bodies in and stuff. Do you know what that could mean? Oh, it's so cool. It's really, really cool. I don't know whether the devs did that on purpose, but man. Do you know what I'm really looking forward to? Just getting Scarlet back. Scarlet is the coolest character ever. And this is their chance to get her back. To get Tara Strong back. Oh, yes. Scarlet, please, yes. Alright, so where was Wooden... At what point did I start trolling there? At what point was I no longer being sincere? It's for you to decide. I genuinely am excited by that, though. Not the Scarlet thing, but just the general idea. Remember how many undead factions we have? I guess all dragons can add to that. Yeah, what would they be considered at that point? Once all of them are dead and all the powers are absorbed, will she be the new Guardian of Tyria? What, Scarlet? Or are you talking about Aurene? Just got 4,000 Ectos from Sandstorm Gamble. Does Spud still do the Ecto Gamble thing, WP? Bacon's all mine. I'm looking at you right now with some scrutiny, some skepticism. Okay, so yeah, we are doing the lottery. I totally forgot really to advertise it at all. But if you guys have a look here on the stream, on the bottom left, just under my camera, we do these lotteries. So if you want to win 1,312 ecto, anyone's free to by joining our lottery, which we run. The giveaway is tomorrow. You don't have to be present for it. But so if you want to join that, very few people seem to have actually signed up to this one. The more people join, the bigger that prize pool gets. The lower your chances get, but the bigger the prize pool is. So there's no reason not to be excited about it. I want to put it that way. And, ooh, it's scary and creepy. It's amazing. And so, yeah, if you guys want to join the lottery, B-Boys just froze chat. You can click that link. And please do consider joining it. You know all the Black Lion skins we give away on the streams and all the cool stuff that we do as a part of the Spud Club? A lot of that is funded by the lottery. A lot of it is. So if people don't do it and get enthusiastic about it and stuff, and we end up cancelling it, it means that a lot of other stuff's going to dry up, basically. So, yeah, I don't mean to fearmonger or too much. But, yeah, to Bacon, we do still do it, and it's ending tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, or it's next week tomorrow. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter when it's going to end. You guys, if you're going to win, you win. So, yeah, let's... if you want to start chat up again, B-Boy, that'd be nice. The Brisen, the branded Risen, I like it, yeah. That's a good idea. But aren't Norn Ice Brood already risen dead Norn? Yeah, kind of, right? I don't know. I'm very foggy on a lot of the mechanisms of that stuff. Oh, it's been up for a while now. Oh, okay. Did I try the new Fractal 40? No, I haven't tried the new Molten Duo. And in fact, that might be something you guys get to see. Either in a video or a stream. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which. There's so many videos I want to make. So too much going on. I'm really scared because I got a lot of enthusiasm and excitement to make a lot of stuff, and I'm really scared that by the time enough days have passed for me to get to them, my enthusiasm will have gone, and then it will feel hollow and shit, and I don't want that. There is one lonely legendary branded devourer in this instance. Is there really? Huh. Is he the one from the cutscene? Martin Duo is a daily. Well, I don't want to do my first time on stream. But I do want to do it. So it might appear on tomorrow's stream. Is it possible to start a story instance with a 50-man squad? No. Story is 5-man content. Well, 1 to 5-man content. There's a real thing. Everyone who's clamoring for dungeons right now, I really think what you should be clamoring for is better scaling of personal story instances to support parties. Because it is the dungeon experience. Especially when it takes you into, like, new regions of the world. Do you remember when episode 6 took us up to here? If this just scaled, or here, wherever it was, if this instance scaled a bit better for 5 players, that's a dungeon, guys. That is the dungeon format minus the repeatable reward or whatever at the end. But the gameplay inherent to it is a dungeon experience. So I think that, you know, the game could be providing a lot. They could be getting so much money, so much more mileage out of every little story instance they make if the core experience was a little bit different with the way they handled groups. But yeah. How many years into Guild Wars 1 did they release hard mode? Not many years. What people don't realize about Guild Wars 1 is Guild Wars 1 was not a long-term thing. It was not a continual success. It was not a particularly long-lived... you know, utopian MMO. This idea that the devs had this insane capacity to release campaign after campaign after campaign with 6-month gaps, it's all total bollocks. Factions was out a year after Prophecies. 6 months later, there was Nightfall, and that was it. Then people had to wait like a year for Eye of the North, which was much less content than a lot of other stuff, but grindier. And then it was a long wait for Guild Wars 2. That's it. The heyday of Guild Wars 1 was not very long. Nightfall... as far as I remember, sorry, hard mode, as far as I remember, released shortly after the Domain of Anguish and Nightfall. That's when I think I remember it coming out. And I have some very clear memories of that coming out for what it's worth. I remember deciding I wanted to do the entire game in hard mode and starting in Ascalon. But the funny thing about Guild Wars 1 hard mode was if you went to 4-man instances, it was brutally challenging. The 4-man areas... were way, especially Ascalon, were way fucking harder than a lot of the other stuff. And in those early days, before I understood team comps like Sabway, which was the early one, and then later you had Discway was kind of the more classic thing to clear it all with. You know, and you didn't realize how important meat shields were in the way of minions and Death Nova and stuff. It was insane, and I remember getting my ass handed to me and giving up on hard mode basically very quickly. So yeah, you know, like hard mode, you ask me how many years into Guild Wars 1 did hard mode come out? Like 1.5 years into it. It was, but it was like one of the Twilight features. Well, that's probably pushing it. It was a later feature to be added, let's put it that way. And yet, when you really contextualize it, the game did not last that long. It didn't, you know. It's kind of a weird thing to ask how many years till hard mode, because the answer is always not many for Guild Wars. It was all pancaked very closely together. You remember going to TOA? Sorry, Ascalon all the way from TOA. Yeah, that was another way you could cheese it. Yeah, definitely. I remember that as well. I don't know whether I did that, but yeah. We need a swear jar. Have I sworn a lot today? I'm sorry if I've offended anyone's kids. Or anyone who's scared their kids are going to become evil when they hear swear words or whatever it is. Utopian MMO. I see what you did there. That actually was not intentional. What Rav is hinting at there is Utopia, the campaign, which never became a thing. I was looking at a parallel to this and seeing if we were running on about the same timeline. Clearly not. What do you mean? Sorry, what? Two things. One, do you have any Ascended Armor? If so, do you like it? Two, what is your favorite race being unplayable? Including unplayable. Oh, and the Lotto is running. Cool. Yes, I have lots of different Ascended Armor. That's because I played a lot of Raids and Fractals, and it just drops very easily there. I've also got a little bit lucky in PvP and World vs. World on occasion. Mostly that's with weapons rather than armor. Armor is generally not worth going for at all unless you're a very high-level Fractal player. With the new Fractal changes, but everyone gets a +5 bump and some other stuff, you might be able to really viably do a lot of Fractals even without Ascended Armor. That could be... listen, if we ever do a 0 to hero again, it will be a Fractal hero, which is the real meat. Okay, that's the real one that takes a long time to do. Anyway, so yeah, I like it, but it's not that great. It's not that important. Most Guild Wars 2 players will give you an extremely exaggerated perspective of how important that is. If you don't have it for Agni Resist, it really doesn't matter. Very few, if anyone, is consistently good enough at the game to rotate so immaculately perfectly at the game that the bigger difference in their damage or capability to perform their role relies on the difference between Ascended to Exotic armor as opposed to just fucking up the skills, all right? Like, we're talking such a tiny little difference. That was a very wordy thing I just said there, but hopefully you guys understand. Oh, I caught myself swearing there. Hard mode was released in 2007. See, 2007, guys, right? Prophecy's released in what? Halloween of 05? Or was it Halloween of 06? And it was just after Nightfall, right? So, I mean... Alright, so now we wait for the Wyvern, and we drink some coffee before it gets cold. Benji says augmentations aren't designed for newer people. No, but you can get an easy +5, right? Like, that's only a couple, like, what, 250 relics or something? So that people know, in Fractals now, there is... I'm going to go healer mode here. In Fractals, there is, like, account buffs you can get, like in the Living World maps. One of them gives you +5 AR permanently to all characters on your account. You have to get to T4 to get access to the +5 AR bump. Okay, that's interesting. But still, the lowest rungs of T4 don't even ask for that much AR, do they? Because don't forget, you can get triple slots on your rings. Double on your back. I don't know. Oh, sorry. We need to CC this bastard. Do we need to CC him? How did his break bar get chunked there? He's in Vuln. Oh, yeah. It's the crystals, isn't it? Because he heals. Right. Yeah, there we go. And now he's fallen. Yeah, because Aurine's hit him. Good stuff. You didn't save 40 people for the achievement? No, I don't think I did the first time I did it. I think I missed some. It's fine. I can go back and do it later. I'm not here to do an achievement. I'm here to get to the new map so that we can do bounties together with everyone. Not just 5 people. You guys are doing really well, though, by the way. You didn't answer 2. What's my favorite race, including unplayable? That answer changes every time it gets asked. I don't remember all the other answers I've given. Right now, as you catch me right now with my boxes around my ankles, and I'm sitting here unawares. Probably either the Char or the Kodan. Assuming you're not interested in hearing human is the answer. I like the Kodan for a lot of reasons. I like the aesthetic behind the Kodan. I like their history, the mysteries of their past, but I also like how just sort of messed up their philosophy about the world is and how they sit in the broader story right now. I think they're really interesting. They're like a pile of tinder that's just ready to become like the villains of the future. I really, really like the Kodan. I like them from multiple levels. And that's why I resolved to play as Kodan in Path of Fire in the desert. But then I couldn't mount on them, so it didn't even become that fun in the end. So, like, 105 is very attainable with only your trinkets and some potions. I mean, the potions run out, right, though? The Anguish Tears of Alba? Not Tengu? If this was Guild Wars 1, I would say Tengu. And by the way, I just said, you know, you caught me with my pants up. I don't know whether I fully thought of that answer. The humans are probably the real answer. I don't know. I mean, Tengu are extremely exciting as well. And when we talk about the most likely one I want as a playable race and so on, I think Tengu's the answer. But they haven't really done much interesting with the Tengu for a long time. They've just not. And we haven't seen that many cool varieties of them stuff. I don't know. We'll wait until, you know, the Canther expansion, and then we'll see what they do there, right? But for now, you know, they're falling away from my favor. They really are. Hello, adolescent Aureen. Discounted ones can be bought 6 per day. Oh, forever? Really? Oh. But what about my Tengu voice? Well, I do like doing the Tengu voice. That's... Okay, look. Olidus has hit it bang on here. The actual answer. Sorry I didn't let you guys watch that. This isn't supposed to be a story thing. We will do other streams where we play through the story properly, so don't you worry. Olidus has hit the correct answer there. The truth is, I have professional jealousy that I have not been given the opportunity to voice any Tengu in Guild Wars 2. And so now I think the race is crap. There you go. It's my own narcissism. It's got in the way. But there it is. Yes, the vision, the mysterious figure. I'm curious about this Devourer. Where is the Devourer? I kind of want to see that. We will cover all of this in the future. Don't you have a Tengu name picked out already? I do. It's actually such a good name that I'm pretty sure the devs are going to flag my account and tell me I'm not allowed it anymore when the day comes. But I have the name Saw Honaclaw. Saw Honaclaw was the leader of the Aerie, whose father you actually kill in the Assassin early quests, and then she steps up to become the leader of the Aerie. Has a slightly more prominent role, if I remember rightly, in Winds of Change. But it's an Angchu Tengu, and there aren't many, you know, really notable Tengu NPCs in the entire franchise. There's not many, in particular all the really cool ones back in Guild Wars 1. One of the most prominent ones is Saw. Probably in my mind, the only more recognizable Tengu in all of Guild Wars than Saw Honaclaw. The only one more recognizable, and I'm talking about the whole franchise, both games comply, is Talon Silverwing. That is the only Tengu that's more recognizable than Saw Honaclaw. And I've got Saw Honaclaw. I bet Talon Silverwing is a disabled name anyway, so. My Tengu name is that random Tengu. My human name is that random human. Have you seen a pattern yet? That's kind of funny. All right, there we go. We get to go to Istan. Sorry that we're skipping over it. I know you guys want that, but listen, there's lots for us to get to. You know, there's lots of fun stuff going on there. I feel they can add elves as a playable race and use the human models so they don't have to redo the armor for them. Magnus Godric. All right, guys, chat. What do we think about this? Type of 1 if you want that. You want a patch where ArenaNet add elves. They're basically humans with different skins and pointy ears. That's what they should do. Just add them. I don't know what the lore is and stuff. What do you guys think? Playable elves. Type of 1. This is Guild Wars right here. Let's do it. LOL, why don't you also stream on YouTube? Why did you type LOL with that? I don't stream on YouTube because I'm a Twitch partner and they don't like you doubling up, so. Plus, I don't know how. Plus, I hardly stream anyway, so. Oh, well, you know, I didn't answer your question there about the elves, but it looks like, I mean, call me crazy, but it looks like from chat The Guild Wars fan base doesn't really care about elves too much, and it's probably not a good idea. Probably. Alright, let's get on the boat, baby. Now, I really wanted a sea voyage instance here. Do you know what a ridiculous voyage we go on here? It's actually kind of gross that it's just this that we get, because we're about to sail all the way around Ore. You know, the distance we sail there is not too much more far-fetched than sailing from Lion's Arch to Istan. Like, look at that boat trip. You know, I distinctly remember complaining when this was the trip, let alone this. I mean, fuck me. So I really don't think the devs did that justice. If I'm gonna, you know, I'm always nitpicking stuff, but come on. I wanted an instance taking place out here where we see a tentacle hinting at the deep sea dragon, a quick little chat with our buddies, you know, just some slight dialogue, and then it cuts, right? It can be 5 minutes of dead-end bar, Living World Season 1 conclusion style stuff, just to set the stage for the start of Season 4, then we move in. Boom. Do you know how good that would have been? But no. Instead, in 2 seconds, we sail a length probably greater than any length I've seen since going from Lion's Arch to Kyning Center in Guild Wars 1. Which, to be fair, didn't do anything like that either, but there you have it. All right, guys. EU, I'm building a squad. We are in an instance. We are on Istan. This is a bounty board. I am a healer, and we are going to go do some bounties while talking about random Guild Wars related topics and learning how interesting these bounties actually are, as I have no idea what the rewards are, or what the incentive is, or what the fights are like. So yeah, I think there's multiple bounty boards. I'm not entirely sure. We'll go through them all. So yeah, this is squad. We got 7 people in it already. We have a cap of 50, so I'd love to see as many of you as possible. Be a bit embarrassing if we just, you know, have a couple of people. Let's get as many in here as we can. Yeah, so there is an idea of like a Panama Canal style thing where like they cut through here. This actually would be such an important place to build a canal. And I love the idea of the Awakened having come up through the Scavenger's Causeway and fortified this location to to keep the Risen on one side, who are much more mindless than them, but also to control shipping and things. I think that would have been so cool. It would actually be such an interesting story to tell there. But, you know, there's absolutely no indication anywhere in the lore of any such thing ever even being remotely conceived of by any writer. So, whether we'll ever get that, and especially if that's ever relevant to the main story, I sincerely doubt. But that'd be very exciting, I think. WP, your inventory looks like a fucking mess. You know, I do things anonymously online so that I don't get people telling me I look like a fucking mess. Alright? I get enough of that when I leave the house. I don't need people to now bring that judgment to my inventory. Okay? So, can we just chill? Alright? I'm just playing a game. You don't have to be mean. Alright? It stings. The new meta event is perfect for the meta event. Oh, you're saying it's really good as a meta, but it has a chest limit for the amount of chests per meta events. Pull our way down the Great Hall together. Multi-loot just makes stuff more faster to comp. More faster is not a good way of describing things. I always wanted a map east of that area, a meta based around high, low, tide. Oh, that would be cool, dude. Yeah, I like that. Come on, we're only half full of the squads. Now, I seem to see... Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I see, like... more than double the votes on Straw Poll right now. So who are those people that voted but are now not here? Get your asses in here, boy. WP, the hot mess confirmed. 15 months, Walder. It's good to see you, dudes. Very, very nice. Wait, I'm starting my PC. I just came home. Well, we'll wait a little bit longer, I guess. Rain Pumpkin tried to say something in all caps. He said what in all caps there, and they got spam suppressed. I'm thinking of increasing the, like, draconian, gross, moderator-heavy stuff that Nightbot does. We already remove excessive emotes and all caps messages, which probably helps a lot to stop this chat devolving into what most are like. But I wonder how much worse we can make things for people. So every message you send is a game of if you can actually get through the filters. That sounds fun, right? This meta event isn't like AB. You can complete it even without preparations, and you get loot based on your progression through it and not if you finish or not. That sounds good. You still running Tempest over Weaver? Ellie's Bane of PF. I really don't understand this. So many people seem to make their determination whether... And I'm not saying you're doing this holodeck Prime, but seem to make their determination on whether Weaver was worth anything based on whether I'm playing Tempest or Weaver. Honestly, so little thought goes into the fact that I'm playing Tempest. I'm playing Tempest here because I want to play support, and Tempest is a support elite spec. It says absolutely nothing about the state of Weaver. I've made no contribution to that discussion whatsoever. I would not look at anything I'm playing or any build I'm running as any kind of affirmation of anything to do with the balance of the game. All right. There you go. Look, we've almost got a full squad now. Just a couple, literally just a couple more people. And in fact, some people can't even load in the map because I think we might have capped it. So yeah, we got a ton of people here. Let's do it. All right. So, and by the way, that's not to say I don't have problems with Weaver because I do. So the first one we're going to go... Well, hold on. Do we have an NPC to chat with? There was lots of cool lore about the other ones. All over the region. I can't do a lady pirate. I'm sorry. All over the region, rogue elements are being driven wild by chaotic ley energies. Innocent lives are at stake. If you're willing to help, pick a target from our bounty board. Interesting they're still talking about it through that. When they're not showing, like, a lot of the Season 3 stuff. I guess because those are Heart of Thorns masteries. How do the bounty boards work? You can only contract one bounty board at a time. Just choose a target from the board and hurry to catch up with them in the field. Your contract has a time limit. What if I change my mind? Well, then you can swap your contract, join someone else's, or abandon the target you've chosen. We keep offering you bounties, so be sure to check back here and at the other bounty boards. So we'll start at this one. We're going to do Champion, Matriarch, Shrillers. We'll do the Legendary later, whoever pinged that, so don't you worry about that. So now that we've pressed F there, we've got a thing down here. Right near the Asura Gate, actually, I think that is. And we're going to get going. I will play on a Raptor. And I will... The way I will command this is without using any special abilities and without getting on the Griffin in case not everybody owns it. So we'll go along. And yeah, red-breasted Raptor. I got this for only 400 gems, which you too can acquire with the acquisition of your mother's credit card. WP, what I said wasn't hate, it was a joke. Please no hate/judge me. Dude, don't worry, I deliberately, like, exaggerated. I know that the inventory's a mess. It was one of the first things I said on the stream. Actually, it's not that way, is it? It's down here. So yeah, honestly, don't worry. I don't think this is right. Do we go through Palawadan? Let's not go through Palawadan. Look, you've got an amazing commander here, guys. We might have to spring her up onto those rocks. Just BT dubs. So we'll go this way. That's very much like when the Tengu attacked us at LA, by the way. Is slow mode still a thing for Twitch chat? Maybe you could use that. No, I don't care about the speed of messages. Well, to an extent, I do. That does suck when they go too fast. But it's more the quality of the messages that I'm constantly like a stick in the mud banging on about. Look, you can pure rap to climb up this. There you go. And I know that slow mode sort of does. It stops like a 10-year-old coming in and typing Roffle or XD or LOL or whatever. Because they know they'll get suppressed. But, you know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it as much as we've ended up talking about it the most recent few days. I'll go this way, maybe? I'll show you guys the minimap, because why not? It's a bit more user interface clutter, but there you have it, so. Now you can see where our target is. It's this location over here. There you go. Look at that. Look at all the people, see? You guys have no idea how manipulatable you are, because as I said that, I was like, they're all going to start doing it now. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't know how it can be fun when it's so predictable, but there you have it. It stops B-Boy from spamming the same thing if he wasn't a mod. Oh, I wouldn't get on his bad side. He has my blessing to ban the hell out of people. As does Flag, who is very prominently visible right there. So apparently it's high up, not low down. So we are going to have to spring her, I'm afraid. Hopefully you guys have been there. I'm going to climb up this. Now the reason I know it's high is because there's a little upwards arrow on the icon there, which sort of represents its position. If you're new to Guild Wars 2, you should definitely pay attention to that, because that's very important. Oh, so somebody's got there. Wow, so this bounty is actually a group of mobs. Ambush, defend yourselves against the Awakened. What? Awakened artifacts? Oh, that is cool. By the way, who was disappointed there's no monolith enemies so far? I really want there to be a monolith boss coming up. What? Look at all these artifacts. Ambushes remaining, 10. Well, I can't climb up because I'm in combat and I can't mount and the artifacts keep respawning. I'm also just a petty little healer, so... The meta has started. I'm doing the bounties, Royal. I don't care if the meta started. So there, the scavenger just died, but I don't know whether I actually tagged it. So, is the ambush event... Did we... I got an event reward by way of chest, but I didn't get a gold, a silver, or a bronze. The bounty was a lie to kill you. What is that? Is it a fake bounty? Seriously? Ambush replaced it? That is it. Okay, good. All right, that's cool. Oh, because the Corsairs are douches. I see. All right, let's waypoint back to the Chalon docks. So it's because it's the Corsairs being... Oh, that's really... Are these all going to be tricks? Maybe it despawned. It's just a trap. That's really interesting. It's back now as well. No, it's not back. We've finished that one. So now we got Simoom the Accursed. So Simoom can be located all the way over here. This is so weird, man. I actually get some very odd, like, Guild Wars 1 associations and odd feelings when I map out on this stand. It's really strange. Unlike I've ever had in other places of Guild Wars. I don't know what it is. And I don't mean that as a credit to the environment art and stuff. I mean it literally the map art. There's something about the map that's in that. And me saying that is not to say that the environment was done badly, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's random whether or not it's a trap. Oh. So do the traps count for achievement progress and stuff, or is it actually taken my rewards away from me? Wooden potatoes, good practice when commanding bounties is to put attack orders on the spawn location. Yeah, that sounds cool. Maybe I'll do that if I start running a lot of them. Cottage says it's also nice that some of those bounties are foreshadowed by chatting with NPCs. Are they now? So that's good as well. I must admit, one of the things I'm really bad with the Path of Fire is really gathering all of that. There's an I can't remember who it is, and believe me, if I could remember who it is, I'd give them the proper shout out. There's an amazing YouTube channel out there right now, though, that's doing videos of all of the ambient dialogue throughout Path of Fire. Really well worth listening to. I've picked up on so much more story and like exposition on various things that have been happening in the story just because of that. Some of it's really dark. There's one about a child's mother being stolen away by the Awakened, and then the child like grows up to recognize the Awakened as its mom. It's like really sad. It's good. It's really, really good. There you go. It's Rollski. You guys should go check out Rollski on YouTube. What do you think about the star names in the Astraerium heart? The hearts you can find using the telescopes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I really saw that. That sounds really cool. Did they name various stars? I know the names of some constellations, and I know I lied to you all. I'm on the Griffin. I'm a dirty, filthy, horrible liar. But here's the bounty. So let's see how we do here. That's really cool if they actually give us star names. There's actually a hidden achievement that Kerry told me about yesterday that I want to go for. But yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. So yeah, I want to go back to what I said at the start of the stream. We've got a lot more people here watching now. What do you guys think about the fact that there's so much repeatable content? Is it good just because it's got lots of money on it? Let me phrase it this way. Let me phrase it this way. One, are you regularly playing Guild Wars 2 at the moment? And by that I mean outside of just doing story. Are you like logging in a lot and doing a lot of all this repeatable stuff? And two, what is your carrot right now? What are you going for right now? What's your big thing? Have you been going for the new legendary that was added in the patch? Have you been... Is raid progression your thing? Like, what is your goal at the moment? We heard earlier mount adoption contracts, but what else? Also, we have a lay energy build up here. Find an active lay energy orb to discharge. Interesting. God, I love all these green numbers. Look at all of these green numbers. Yeah, press T to take your target. Oh, is that the idea? I'm getting teleported off the ship because I'm not discharging, or... But where are the... You know, I don't even really need to be on there. I could just cast a healing rain like so, and then... Well, for regen, I guess. Many, many, many dooms. So your raid progression is your thing. I just got back into the game. I bought the expansions. I'm hoping that it will be fun until I catch P. What do you mean catch P? Do you see all these little daisies I keep getting hit with? I'm going to run Armor of Earth, I think. Where are all the bodies? There's lots of downstate people, but I don't see them. Well, there's not lots. So the health of the party members is over here. Or squad members, I should say. So there someone's down. But again, where? All right, well, we got daily bounty hunter there. We got some more chests, lots of experience. I'm not currently playing too much just because I have so many other games to play, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which arrives today. You're going for a legendary, and after that, you're gearing your character for raids and legendary armor. I want full legendary equipment because that's cool and fun. Let me ask you this. Has anyone in chat... Oh, God, I accidentally... Okay, that's a bit scary. Let's turn that off. Who in chat, let me put it that way, is going for the bags? Who's still doing bag slot progression? Because that was kind of my thing for POF, which I've stalled on majorly. But that was kind of my thing, trying to get full ascended, as in full ascended bags as well. And in the end, I've got 3. I think I actually have a 4th on another character. And I can slowly keep climbing. Alright, so we got legendary... We got Suness Stormbringer now, who's to the north. So let's go do that. Let's get on our raptor friend. Bag slots, haha, no. See, for as much as people complain about Inventory Wars 2 or whatever, it seems like it's not actually that exciting to people. Is that just because it's too rich for most people's blood? Alright, let's go this way. Because, you know, I'd say earning in-game gold for all the mount adoption licenses is also pretty rich. I'm going to kill this Ibogga. This is a beautiful little area. I don't think I've ever been in here at night. Isn't this where you sail through on one of the Griffin adventures? If we saw someone doing one of the adventures, would we not see them rocketing their way through this room? Alright, so here we go. It's Sane. And Sane is a Jacaranda. I'm in combat again. What, from that sprout? Really? That tiny little sprout got me in combat? I want to put on Armor of Earth, damn it. Oh, look, he's beating people up. Look at all these bodies. Ready? It's res time, baby. Oh, yeah. I love playing this build. I really love playing this build. Oh, God. I actually can't help people much on this one, it seems. I mean, people are getting up quick. I just tossed out a random rebound, assuming it would do something nice for people. Just stay on the boss as best you can. If you're far away, you're going to be one of the ones going down. Not that I can comfortably heal 50 goddamn people, but I'm sure I'm not the only support here. And especially if I can get to you and press F, I want that geyser to hit everyone, you know, in the area. Like here I'm rezzing 3 bodies at once. My God, the screen friggin' craziness. Alright, what else is there? There's Soulbound one. Yeah, the lower tiers are Soulbound. The later ones are not, though. They did update the top tier. This is account bound here. This is not Soulbound. It's account bound. But the lower ones that you build into those are Soulbound, which is inconsistent and weird. I'm okay with them all being account bound, or I'm okay with them all being Soulbound, but middling, I don't know about that. So that's another one. So then we've got Lady Shamshir and Matriarch Shrillerish, which is actually 2, but we only have 1 left on the board, which is the legendary. So I wonder if the point is the one that ended up being a fake is... or maybe we'll find it somewhere else, I don't know. Anyway, legendary Smolge. Where is Smolge? Is Smolge quite far away? Oh, Smolge is at the tar pits. That's really easy to get to. Nice leisurely walk as well on the Raptor, so let's go. Can you make invisible versions? B-Boy says yes. Which I actually didn't know. So there you go. B-Boy taught you something there. I didn't know that. But yeah, apparently you can. Bag progression isn't vital to me now. My progression is currently doing some achievement from Daybreak and trying to get some of the new Fractal attunements. And of course, still trying to get gold for the next legendary. The next legendary is what you're excited about, is it? How can you be so confident in it? The moon looks so good on this map. Look at that. Oh. Oh my God. People like the skyboxes on the other maps, but I love the color here. Look at that. Oh my God. That is one hell of a shot right there, if the Zerg wasn't screwing it up. That's beautiful. Wow. I love that. Is that just because it's vaguely sunset? The color of the airship down there was really nice. Alright, we're hunting down. This guy's legendary, so he's going to be a bit more of a challenge. So do be prepared. Most of the things I'm going for are just gold sinks. That would mean that you like this meta then, because it gives you just straight up gold, right? Okay, this makes me fear for my life in the same way that a Ra does. 7 burn on me for getting close to him there. Bit scary. Now, we can periodically cleanse, sort of. I'm not running the cleanse heavy Grandmaster. So hopefully it's not that bad. Still haven't turned off Ice Bow or used it. Silly me. Oh my god. This is a legendary? Hey, this would best be a 2-phase legendary. Otherwise, something is seriously up here. What is this? No excuse for this. What is this? I'm actually scared. I don't even have a tag on him. Oh. 2017. End of 2017. And we're still not in a place where that kind of stuff doesn't happen in the open world. That's sad to me. That's very sad. Well, there you go. That's a legendary. So, yeah, that's the first bounty board, I suppose. Let's go to another one. Now, I'm going to go to the Astraerium. This isn't the Astraerium. I'm going to go to the Astraerium to see what people were talking about with the stars, but also because there's an achievement I want to get up there, so. Yeah, bad scaling. It definitely seems like it, yeah. I mean, I do appreciate that the kind of thing you see on these streams is not particularly normal. But for bounties, it's not uncommon to be in a 50-man squad or whatever, you know. I get it for a lot of the other random things, like where we would utterly break hearts and stuff like that by running around in Zergs. That's fine. That makes sense, and, you know, I'm not going to be uptight about that. But, I don't know. Bounty? There is only one bounty board. What? The Matriarch is back on the board, apparently, as well. There's only one. I thought I remembered seeing one up at the flotilla, though. Did I not see a bounty board at the flotilla? Have you tried or upgraded the new gathering tool? Upgraded? No, I've seen it. But I don't have any reason to be invested in volatile magic yet, as far as I see. So, I haven't bothered to get it. I know there are people that get really anxious and anxiety-ridden. Oh, no. The currency. I need to get lots of it really quickly. Oh, I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. And, like, it ruins their enjoyment. And I just don't understand. I'm not that. Until I care about it, I'll be happy to have a goal when I get a goal. So, yeah, what's this about stars, B-boy? But while I'm waiting for his response, I'll do the other achievement. So, there is an achievement, right, with these mirrors. You need to get all of the mirrors in 30 seconds. Now, it's very easy, as long as you're just very cautious about your movement on a raptor. So you just run over, you press F, you get on a raptor. Make sure the raptor fully turns around. If you try and use the leap too early, you might end up going into that hallway or whatever. And also make sure you are close to the mirror when you press F. Otherwise, you might trigger the animation, but it won't actually turn the goddamn thing, and it will just be a waste of time. So you just do this. Supposedly, this is a hidden achievement anyway. I'm going to look like a right idiot if it's not. I like this kind of hidden achievement, though. I think this is really cool. So you're just going to do the full lap, get all of the mirrors, and there you go. I just got it. Light speed reflector. Rotate all of the mirrors at the top of the Astraerium within 30 seconds. The scholars need light to read by, after all. So there you have it. And you get a good chunk of the heart right there. Okay, so. B-Boy didn't say anything about stars. Oh, who said something about stars? What? Obviously, I don't care about my home instance. No, there's like 2 nodes I don't have in it that are so ridiculously expensive. I'm just, you know, I don't care. Not for the magic. You probably need rose quartz to craft the new weapon sets. You think volatile magic's extremely profitable? Well, yeah, don't let me act like an authority. I don't know any better. Which is why people are obsessed with it right now. Wasn't me, but the telescope's on the bottom next to the star charts. So these, sorry. So, sorry, what's the point of this? You made no observations to record in this star record. So we press F. We turn it. It dings. We've made no observations. The telescope is positioned properly to make an observation. Look through the telescope. In the skies above, you see a star named Firebreath in the Dragon's Maw constellation, located at roughly 1H plus 25. That's cool. Wow. So we're getting... Wow. That is really cool. There's so much at the Astraerium. Oh, I actually had to remember. What did it say? It was this one, wasn't it? 125. Oh, damn. So what are they all called? What are the names of them? Do excuse me while I have a little bit of a look-see on this. Telescope's positioned properly. In the skies above, you see the star named Jadoth. Jadoth is a star in the sky? What? Now listen, guys. Jadoth is the first Marganite in terms of the Abaddon's chosen, the first to get his magic. You actually meet and defeat Jadoth as, I'll go out on a limb and say it, essentially a raid boss for Guild Wars 1 in the fallen Marganite city of Torka. And he is actually there. He's a big Paragon guy. It's very cool. And he actually he's mentioned in Abaddon's scriptures as well. Lord Jadoth. Let me go to the Guild Wars 1 wiki and read it to you all. And he has a star named after him? How is that a thing? So how new were all these stars named? And why would someone name a star after someone who was essentially associated with an antagonistic evil faction that was dismissed and buried in history from the rest of... You know, because Abaddon was hidden. So who named him this? So listen... And so it came to pass that Jadoth, being persecuted, this all takes place in the Crystal Desert, right? So let's have a look up here. Ooh, right? It takes place here when it was the Crystal Sea. And so it came to pass that Jadoth, being persecuted by the horrific forgotten armies and hounded from his home, did seek refuge among the cooling mists of the Crystal Sea. Untold weeks passed as Jadoth huddled in his sanctuary with nothing to see save the endless ripples of the boundless ocean. So we can assume he's on some island. Let's imagine Augury Rock or some shit, right? On the top of it, and it's just an island. On the 51st day of his exodus, a frightful sight manifested before Jadoth's eyes. The unmistakable shape of forgotten warships upon the horizon's shimmering edge. This, by the way, is what I've always liked the sound of as a fractal. And prayed Jadoth, Abaddon, Lord of the everlasting depths, keeper of secrets, open mine eyes and bestow upon me the knowledge of the abyss, that I might smite mine enemies and send them to the watery depths. An unsettling silence swept across the waves. The twilight sky shattered and stars streaked down upon the forgotten armada. Stars feature in this story, so maybe that's why he's got a star named after him. The seas boiled and ruptured and gave birth to a maelstrom from which not even light could escape, and transforming the sky above into a midnight void. And thus was magic gifted to Jadoth, chosen of Abaddon, the first of the Marganites. And this is an extremely important moment in history, because what this represents is Abaddon giving magic to humans. Even, I think, the timeline, what year is that? That's on 1BE. Potentially even after Doric had asked them to take it all away and be sealed in the Bloodstone and stuff. Abaddon's like, fuck you all, I'm giving them to my buddies out there in the ocean. And that's Jadoth, and he's a raid boss. Sort of. He was actually a complete pushover, but let's just ignore that. And now he's got a star named after him? Anyway, the top one. Incorrect measurement. Incorrect measurement. Incorrect measurement. There we go. There are stars in the real world that are named by evil characters. They're usually named after story characters. They never heard a star named after a real person. Yes, I wonder how that would be a thing. I mean, Jadoth's really cool subject material for Elona, definitely. Was there one we could look at here? Soaked papers. What's in the soaked papers? Oh, we just hand them in, do we? Throw them over a heat source to dry them up. I haven't done any of this. It's such a shame that the dynamic events just completely replace all the goddamn interesting shit that's at this heart, because there's so much of it. Star records. Let's pick it up. Oh, no, right. Telescope. Abaddon sounds like a cool guy. Maybe. I mean, by the time we got to see him, he was undoubtedly an evil bastard. Praise me, says Flagante. I'll praise you, Flag. The telescope's pointed correctly. The skies above you see a star named Phantasm in the Lissa's Mirror constellation located at... Listen, do you know what the coolest fan art should be from the Guild Wars scene? Someone should do, like, the Tyrian night skies and write in all the constellations and label stars, and not just from here, this heart, but also stuff from the books, like Dwayne's heart, and from the Astraeria axe collection and stuff. Do some cool fan art of that. That would be really sweet. I don't know why I keep going to the star record like an idiot. B-Boy, one of the mods in chat, is suggesting we maybe do a giveaway. What do you guys think? Do you want to do that? Let's do it, man. For sure. I'm ready. Let's explode chat. If you're watching this stream right now, you could be in for a chance to win some stuffs in a second. So keep an eye out, guys. We will do it. Am I going to show off the new guild decoration? Actually, yeah, I will do that on this stream. In the skies above, you see a star named Dream Flower in the Gnarl of Melandru. Dream Flower. And that's at plus 80. So it's this one here. What? It said plus 80, didn't it? Oh, I don't know. What does the 4H and stuff represent? I mean, I assume that this is genuine star watching sort of terminology from the real world that they're using here. I mean, I don't know anything about astronomy. I know a lot about astrology, though. And last one, I think this is. Oh, what? Why did it insta-close? It's insta-closing. That's really strange. Oh, here we go. A star named Skull in the Eye of Grenth constellation. So the idea is you get a constellation and all the stars within it have names that are thematically bound to the overarching idea of the constellation itself. And it seems that each constellation is really about a god so far. Curious. Most curious. Well, there you have it. Let's just do the event where we help this person recalibrate the mirrors, because it'll finish the heart for us all, and then I can quickly go to the vendor and reassess what they sell. I was recently hit with a strong drink. I'm splash drunk. Okay. Make sure I actually get a tag. Hold on, I shouldn't be spending all my time doing that. There you go, Achille. Oh, this isn't even in heart range, you twat. Oh my god, it's an escort that uses a mount? What? That didn't happen in any of POF, did it? There wasn't a single escort event where they got on and off a mount. That is very, very exciting to see that they're doing that now. That lets us do escorts on mount back still. So many little things that they're doing that are just upping the quality, you know? Alright, so the giveaway. Here's the information, guys. It's going to be a double skin giveaway here. Double skin. The total value is the greater part of 100G. So, pretty good. They're both Black Lion skins. One of them's a Shifting Sands, and they're both two-handed. One's a short bow of the Shifting Sands, and the other one's the improvised greatsword. Okay? So, we're going to do a giveaway. It's going to be a keyword giveaway where all you have to do to enter is just type a word. That's all you have to do in chat. You type a word, and then you're in for a chance to win. And it really is that simple. Please, if you are going to enter, if you win, you need to actually know. You need to be around and look, because otherwise, you'll. If you win and then you just there you go. There's the a word spam right on cue. If you win but you don't claim it, someone else will get it, all right? So don't enter unless you actually think you're going to be here in like 5 minutes when we do the giveaway drawing, right? So yeah. If you're a sub, which you can be by giving Twitch $5, of which I'll get $2.50, or Amazon Prime users can do it for free. If you're a sub, you get 10 times the chance to win. 10 times the chance. So please do remember, if you want to join this or if you just want to support me or whatever, please do feel free to sub. It really does help me out. I know that sounds very hollow and empty, but it's very true. And so yeah, basically we'll do the giveaway. Just waiting for B-Boy to decide what the code word is. And yeah, we will see. And I think somebody did just sub there, so thanks very much, you absolute boss. Oh, Ewendor as well, 2 minutes ago. Did you find Gwen in the underworld? Well, thanks for spoiling that to everyone. But yes, I've seen a video. I haven't actually done it myself, but I have seen a video. As you know, I've barely spent any time in the underworld, much to my lament. Cryptical. We've got No Talent, 117. We've got Cynthian. We've got Eisengi, I guess is how you say that. And Victor Ponytar. All those guys, you're all awesome. Thanks so much for subbing. And I hope that your 10 times luck nets you something cool. So the keyword is Tempest. All you have to do is type Tempest into chat. That's all you gotta do. Good luck, everybody. But did I find Sarah? Well, in Guild Wars 1 I did many times. She's not in there, is she? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. There you go. So you just type that in, guys, and you'll be all good. This event takes ages. I'm going to go do that last bounty in a second, because we did get the waypoint, which was the only reason I really wanted to come here. Oh, no, it wasn't the only reason, was it? There was another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to see if those books inside were readable. Is readable? Oh, God. I was drinking Fanta there. I just want you all to know that I was drinking Fanta there, and I was so aware that I was being silent and thus unentertaining that I tried to swallow it too quickly to start talking again, and I gave myself hiccups. So hopefully they'll go away very quickly. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if the ones in the lower area are actually legible. So we'll see. I mean, I can see the hearts nearby, but we're definitely not getting progress here. Lots of volatile magic coming in. WP and everyone chat, love and happiness to you all. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good. Again, sappy. I really appreciate everybody that's here. And I feel very blessed. Very lucky to have you all. And hopefully the game's still pretty chill. Casimir, is that you? Yeah, it's because I'm really nervous and scared, guys. Right. Because I'm totally, really scared. Merry soon Christmas, yeah. Not that it exactly is Christmas just yet, but hey. It's cold enough, and we all want something to look forward to, so there you go. We'll look forward to it. Can't wait for the unlimited volatile magic tools. Right, you alright on the gem store? I mean, not gonna lie, it's the kind of thing that I don't like on the gem store, but I'll probably pick them up. Some serious judgment that I can be levied at me over that. All right, so we did that. Was there anything genuinely interesting about all of that? Now that that's done. Done. Time to clear out. Not gonna miss that guy. Couldn't have pulled that off without you. You may have noticed I'm not much of a fighter. Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, what? That felt quite unrewarding, really. All right, let's grab some books. Let's deposit them. Finish the heart. Check the heart vendor. Check whether we can read those things. Go do that other bounty. Look at whether the Great Hall is ready to be attacked or whatever, and so on. I'm actually going to walk up here instead of rapturing up or skimmering up or whatever, because whoever forgot about their feet. Where's the doorway in? Is it another floor up? I think it is another floor up. This is also where the story wants me to be, so I could press F here. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to speak. Oh, come on! Oh, actually, I need to, don't I? I need to get into that special place. You have to do that as a part of the story. So I'll just press F on her first. That was also worth doing. And look, the mirrors are back, so we can finish the heart with this. Well, I'll repeat this once more, just in case it is actually info you want. The hours are right ascension in hours from... Yeah, no, it is info I want. Sorry if I missed certain messages. You guys can feel free to totally just post the exact same message again if you feel I missed it, but there's something important you want me to see. Just do it. Like, honestly, that is totally above board and fine for me. So the numbers mean hours are right ascension in hours from the prime meridian. Plus 15 is 15 meridians to the right of the prime meridian. And the degrees is declination. 90 degrees is 90 degrees. So it's like how much left and right and then how much up and down, basically. That's really interesting. This mirror should finish it off for us now. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Did you help Yasna, the bottom of the library, with her research already? Probably not on this. Maybe not at all. And if it's a character-bound thing, definitely not on this character. So let's come over here. Oh, no, this is the broken tower. Hold on, I need to go left. I don't really care too much about that. How do you feel, or what do you think about a full Harriers support Tempest? I think it's okay. I don't think it's necessarily an improvement on other gear sets that you could be running, but I think it's okay. The giveaway's going to be ending in 2 minutes, so if you guys want in, get in. All right, so yeah, for sale, we get Kralkatite, Trader's Keys, these sigils. I didn't actually look at what these do, but they're like Celestial, right? And then, yeah, so there's these here, the volatile things. So you get volatile magic as you swing. This is kind of the new version of what the old ones are. But this is one of the only heart vendors I've actually visited and really looked at their stock. And now we just got to wait for the dialogue to end so that we can actually go on in. Tempest wants Magi's or Clerics for main stat healing to maximize Soothing Mist Aura. Yeah, I mean, that would be my opinion too. But if Nike's going to declare it so statement-like, I would listen to him very carefully there. But yeah, I mean, if I was going to run a support Tempest, I hate turning off main stat healing. And if Harriers isn't main stat healing, then yeah, I wouldn't like that too much. WP just wanted to say I tried running through Daybreak story twice, one with an Axe Power Warrior and once with the meta Banner Slave build. I was wildly disappointed to find out the Banner Slave build did better. I really thought that's where out of meta power builds are supposed to shine. That is disappointing to see, actually. I think that warriors shouldn't feel like they need to bring banners if they're not in a party. If you're going solo, I think that that's one of the clearest, most simple, clear-cut ways that they can introduce utility skill diversity. If you're playing on your own, banners should feel worse to use than other stuff. Obviously, right? So that's pretty disappointing. But is that entirely just a banner of discussion? Discussion of banners, or is it a lot of other stuff going on there? Oh, I know that you don't need to bring banners to story, but this person's saying that they felt a lot more comfortable with them, which is disappointing to hear. All right, so yeah, we examined the Nightfall book. First of all, I never properly looked through these windows and things. I mean, that's pretty badass, actually, looking through there, isn't it? I mean, this is a cool room. This is genuinely a really cool room. It's a shame that what they said about the library up in Vabi that we haven't visited yet. But yeah, there we go. Read Joko is false. Turn the page. Go into the portal. Discussion about how Axe power build isn't shining where it's supposed to even after all the buffs. Well, hopefully they just keep pushing it. Hopefully they just keep pushing it, right? But yeah, like I like the idea of the Axe power that juggles peak performance with like kick and stuff. Now that that's got ammo and they have the thing like what's the trait called where you use a burst and then it gives you the damage buff after, and you sort of, the idea of juggling both of those on a power build I think could be quite fun. And you guys know me, I'm a big fan of Axe gameplay. And yeah, it does feel a bit shit at the moment. I mean, it's unlikely to be just banners. Open World Weaver is better with Arcane Blast and Wave. With that, they can burst down enemies much faster than the Raid and Fractal builds. Yeah, I actually ran with Arcane Wave and Blast. Again, because they're on the ammo system now, and they felt a lot better. Stop the book-burning raid on the Astraerium library. That's upstairs, though, right? So, yeah, in here, I didn't know whether they were using the new UI or anything. I don't think they were. Yeah, they weren't. So why didn't they in this room, which you actually have to interact with as a part of the story, but they did in the others? That's a real shame. I do like this place, though. All right, well, there you go. So that's that. And we'll trigger that little convo there as well. We'll grab this trade cash. And let's go. Oh, I don't even have a key. So let's go do that last bounty. Let's go back up to the Chalon dock. Sorry about the long wait in Zerg content there, guys. Congratulations to whoever just won. Cryptical, you won. Nice, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's always nice to see someone wins who's actually active in chat and didn't just appear for the giveaway and that's it. So it's now gone again, right? Somebody else must have done it because it's not here. So, oh well. Let's ignore that. So basically the point is that that was RNG on whether it would work or not. So now the meta is that the Sun Spears are assaulting Palawadan and they plan to attack the Great Hall next. So let's go towards Palawadan now and see what state it's in, I guess, and see if we can piggyback. Now I'm guessing Dawn might be quite soon because we've wasted quite a while. It was a long time ago Royal pointed out that the meta had started. But we will have a look. So, time remaining 15 minutes. Mordant Crescent Gate, a Great Hall. Here you go. The Sun Spears are raiding the Mordant Crescent Great Hall. 15 minutes. It just started, didn't it? This literally just started. So let's take on the Great Hall. So the meta here comes in two parts, essentially, guys. This is one. And look, the dialogue just ended. Thank you. Under the stars. Lovely. Okay, so that means dawn. Does this start at dawn, does it? So the most I've seen of this meta so far is the very end, where I saw, where I dipped in to get the book that was in there, and I basically tagged the mob at the last possible second. So yeah. There we go. The gate's open now. It felt very world versus worldy. All right, we get to push in. So now we've just got to clear them from the courtyard. I really like this. I think that the devs did so well here. Because this feels... They've obviously expanded it. It's actually a lot bigger in Guild Wars 2 than it was in Guild Wars 1. But because of the movement of this game and the pace of things, it feels about the same as the old one did, which is kind of weird. But this feels like such a lovely recreation of the Guild Wars 1 Sunspear Great Hall. But even better, you get to go inside and stuff now. It's great. It's everything I ever could have wanted from the Great Hall. Except that they never put anything on the roof, right? But we talked about that on yesterday's stream. So I'm just going to run around and just try and make sure people are generally healthy. Try as I might. They did. There's a cache there. I know that there's a cache there. We got it on yesterday's stream, but it's not cool enough. That's not what I mean. Spawning a single little cache is a very small nod to it, but, you know, it feels like a lot of unused space. Where's Muller when you need him? What do you guys mean? I've uncovered direct evidence that proves Cryptical is just B-Boy's other account, and I'm putting forth articles of impeachment. Oh, did you mean Mueller? But yeah. I mean, it's unlikely to be just banners. Oh, sorry, I read that earlier. Okay. There you go. You love that Aurene is a part of the meta. Is she? Is Aurene a part of the meta? Oh, right, because she's flying over there overhead. You guys just saw. She's up there. That's her. I had my cursor right there on the top left. We saw her in the sky. You see these big scars? That's Aurene. That's her doing it. That is very cool, actually. Very, very, very exciting. Oof, just about survived that. If I press F here, we can get a pretty epic res on that pile of bodies there. That was really nice. See, and that's why I like Magi's. That extra little bit of vitality keeps me going, unless that's percentage-based damage. What do I have to do? Just dodge at the right time at the end? Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's nice. And then we can drop a geyser immediately. And pick them back up. Get a Palawan phylactery. And I remind you all, my inventory is exploded, but the entire stream so far, it barely feels like it's filled up. It has a lot, but that's because of unidentified gear. Pretty nice. So now we've got fountains of Joko to destroy. 0 of 8 have been done so far. So what, these are up on the sides. So now we're basically we're up on areas that before you could see in Guild Wars 1, sort of, but you can actually get to. And you just notice the doors there are open. Was there something on the roof in Guild Wars 1? No, it's not. I don't just think things are cool because they are referencing Guild Wars 1. I just think it would be cool to use the ceiling somehow. That's all. That's it. That's the whole thing. More than just a little cash up there. It's not a particularly strong opinion of mine either. It's just an opinion. You were late to the party with Season 3? I mean, see, what I really liked about Season 3 was it got filled with life so much with the Sirens Landing release. Like, there was and I don't know, maybe it even still goes on. Maybe if I go to Bloodstone Fen right now, I'll still find a lot of people there going for Aurora and stuff. But it really felt it was really, really nice for a long period of time after Season 3 finished. They so beautifully got everybody to go back to all those maps. You might call it tacky or whatever, but I really loved seeing all the population. So even if you were really late to Season 3, if you joined in those last few days just before Path of Fire came out, you had a lot of meaningful people to meet there and stuff to play. Whoa! Oh, it was a clone. Okay. Okay, so this meta is actually not that substantial. I thought there was a lot more going on, but I guess not. Wow, we just had a duck. Thank you. Who was that then? Oh, it was Lily. Thank you very much, Lily. Hey, have some monies. Thank you. Good luck judging the competition. You're in our hearts always. Can I just ask, Lily, are you in the competition? Is this bribery we're doing? Is this public bribery? That's going on here. Anyway, you're in our hearts always, Christian. I'm very tired. Buy something nice for yourself. Don't spend it all in one place. Or do. It's your money now. I mean, £11. I'm not looking at gift office in the mouth or anything. I think that would be very easy to spend all in one place. I could probably spend that on, like... Well, I don't know, actually. How much is, like, a Burger King or something? I could probably get some fast food with that. Order some Indian in or something. And it would cover that, at least. Maybe I'll spend that on a Christmas present for someone. Thank you very much. In all seriousness, I really appreciate it. Thank you. More green numbers. More. Lily says, I am in the competition. Look, it is bribery. Public bribery. What is this? The US government. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know. That's going to disqualify you now. Now people know, and now it's going to look terrible. I'm actually... You guys have got no idea. I'm actually genuinely, significantly worried about the judging, because I'm pretty sure people... I've got absolutely no conceptions about who's going to win right now, or like the criteria I'm going to judge it all on, and all that stuff. I have not got my mind set. I am not biased in anyone or against anyone's favor, but I am so confident that whatever happens, there are going to be some really cheesed off, pissed off people out there, and I need to mentally prepare myself for it. I genuinely, it's very rare I'll go into a project like this, but I genuinely don't see myself succeeding at this project and satisfying everyone. I just don't see it happening. Like, it's impossible for me to get through this without disappointing huge numbers of people. It's called a grease payment. Those are legal. Oh, okay. Well, listen, if anybody else is in the competition and you want to grease these wheels... yeah, below the stream there's a thing that says if you'd like to donate, click here, and within a couple of seconds you can give me some grease, as we're calling it, and I will bump your chances up in the competition. That's the Win Potatoes guarantee. And you know, don't hate me for that. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So I'm just waiting for some more ducks to roll in there. Should be pretty easy, right? So yeah, there you go. That's Amala. That's the lady from the Fractal that we saw on yesterday's stream. And now we can walk around grabbing all the supply stashes. And yeah, we do get a ton of stuff. An enormous number of items. You guys can't see because they're under the chat box a lot, but yeah. Clip that and put on the judge video at the start. Yeah, so as you guys know, over Path of Fire, I did a competition to try and grow the scene, promote some smaller YouTubers. So I had various criteria for judging this, because obviously some people were very good editors, some people had very intelligent arguments, some people had very well timed videos, some people had established audiences. There's all these criteria to look at. I kind of took all of those different criteria, I put them in a bucket, and then I burned them all. And the one criteria I really looked at was anybody who donated to me on twitch.tv, that platform. I looked through my donations and I cross-referenced the competition entry winners with that. Everyone who donated, they won. So here you go. This is, first place is Lily Starflame for a combined amount of money of about 50 quid. So thank you there to Lily. Congratulations on your purchase of 10 legend... sorry, not 10 legendary weapons. All the whatever the core legendary weapon number is. I can't even remember anymore. Next we have... Blah, blah, that will be the video. No, this is not an April Fool's Day joke. And if you don't like this blatant buying off, then get with the program. It's happening everywhere. It's 2017, bitches. I'm just wearing it on my sleeve. I almost quite masochistically wonder what would happen if I did that. I almost like... I wonder whether it would even be that... I mean, it would be a big deal, but I wonder whether I could recover. Do you know what I mean? I wonder whether I could, like, actually just keep making videos and a year from now no one would give a shit or remember anymore. Like, I'd get some haters and they'd spend, like, you know, 4 or 5 months dogging my videos, disliking them as if that actually matters or anyone pays attention. But in the long run, I wonder whether literally it wouldn't even matter. I do wonder that stuff. Like, you could be genuinely grotesque, but just get over it, because that thing the internet never forgets is bullshit. The internet does forget. People do horrendous, horrible... There are a lot of incredibly successful, incredibly shitty people out there, and it doesn't matter. So I actually wonder, almost masochistically wonder if I could do that. So just bring more donations in, guys. Come on, what's going on here? There, like that. Lily! Another pound. You should stop now. What if I actually win? Don't count me out just because you're feeling snarky. I think I made a genuinely really good entry. I like how you're worried now. Don't worry, honestly, I won't do it. That's funny, though. What I will... and there is absolutely no sarcasm right now. There's absolutely none. What I will genuinely probably end up doing is to shield myself from too much scrutiny. Not because I'm going to, you know, be some corrupt bastard that gets paid off wins or whatever. But just to stop people scrutinizing too much and questioning my every motivation and so on. So that it becomes this huge thing. I will probably be very hands-off. When I reveal the winners, I'll probably be very hands-off as to why I've said this person wins versus this person or this person. I think the more I go into my psychology of why person A wins this as opposed to person B, the more it just sort of opens up a lot of criticism that I think could be self-defeating in the end. So it would be a much easier video and whole thing to do if I make my decisions and I'm true and I really believe them, and I maybe give some people some vague criteria, but I'm not going to write essays and papers trying to justify every single one for then the internet to nitpick at, because out of 20 minutes of discussion about why I think one wins instead of another, somebody disagrees with one sentence of it, so now they're going to go off on a rant at me, which is essentially what you invite if you're too verbose about that kind of stuff. So I think whatever I do, when I do announce it, and again, there's no sarcasm here, I will be fairly vague about why I think someone wins one or the other, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a subjective matter. It's going to be what I believe. And I'm not going to... It's not a hard science. As much as people will try to discuss it to death and make it once, it won't be a hard science. There will be things people disagree, so why try and, like, fight that uphill battle? Do you get what I mean? It's probably a self-defeating idea. So I'll be pretty hands-off. I'm pretty sure that I'll be quite hands-off publicly about why I choose one winner over the other. I've been terrified about the contest since I submitted. I'm so stressed out about it. Really? Wow. Well, like, listen, I don't even know what your entry is. I really don't. I don't know what entry yours is. Maybe I've seen it, but I don't know that it comes from you. Are you also Lily Starflame on YouTube? You've crushed the enemy. What else do we want to do? I feel suddenly a little bit lost for what to do. Somebody give me an idea, because Palawadan's not under attack right now. I don't really want to just bum around doing the story. There was another adventure we never did yesterday. Maybe I should do that, right? Where was the final adventure? There were 3, right? 2 griffin ones and a regular one. I'm looking for the icon. So the griffin one's there. Another griffin one is there. Bounty board here. Where? Yeah, hold on. Let me go to the flotilla. I'm going to go to the flotilla. I'm being a terrible commander here. You guys aren't going to like it. I swear I saw a bounty board at the flotilla. So let me just go look there. You want to do 100 CM stream? Why? That's like yesterday. That's not very great. Will you make a dishonorable mentions video where you tell us what entries were the shittiest. The shittiest entries were... There are tons of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. Where people just submitted, like, ArenaNet's own trailers. Like the Manifesto trailer. Or stole other people's stuff. Or submitted my own videos in. Or submitted Rickrolls and stuff like that. There were loads of people who I'm sure thought they were the funniest fucking things on the planet. When it was literally just like, it was just boring to just click through them. It was like, oh, thanks, you wasted my time. Okay, click through. Those were the worst entries. If you're asking me to put on a platform sincere entries to the competition where people have put their heart and soul into it, talent though they may lack, and you're asking me to put that on a platform publicly to laugh at those people in a bottom 10 list, no, I'm not going to do that. I think that would be incredibly mean. So no, that's not going to happen. Sorry, the first one I moused over wasn't a Griffin adventure. It's a bounty board with my name on it. Yeah, there's no board here, right? I'll do this event up here, but there's no board. Huh. This is the horrible guy that I ended up killing with range on a Scepter Infinite Horizons Mirage build. I kind of want to go play my Deadeye right now, but again, getting it to its stand's going to be annoying, so... Everybody's saying, yes, do it now. Listen, guys, I know it's all a big joke for you, but I am actually quite serious about what I do. And, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bully people publicly because you think it would be a bit of a laugh in Twitch chat. There is, but no bounties on it. Oh, so there is a board, but no bounties on it. What? Huh. Lily's was the shittiest, obviously, Kappa. This guy is harder than the legendary bounty, the tar guy. This guy is. That's insane. There's no real bounties at the board that I'm going to. Huh. Curioso. You thought there was a pirate bounty achievement. Huh. The board is at the ship. Well, we'll go have a look for that in just a second. Just port to a friend, someone in squad, WP. You're expecting me to identify which of the 50 people has it and select them from the list. No, it's okay. We'll just walk to it. The bounty board has you on it, WP. Oh, I see. You guys aren't joking. It's not a joke, herder, bribery, blah, blah, blah. What you're saying is that the commander in Guild Wars 2 is written. Why did I just get one shot? And almost get one shot again. I can, oh, come on. I really want to res people. Somebody res me. Please. Yes. Geyser. Oh, it's a bit late, but it's still all right feeling. Oh, my gosh. The only people left are hard defeated. I'm going to stand at the back this time, because if that happens again, I want to just instantly get everyone up. I see what you're saying. It's the commander that's on it. No, to get your Deadeye WP, not the bounty. What? There's an achievement to kill all 3 captains. Yeah, I've got that one already. I got a ton of Kralkatite ore from that. Jeez Louise. That's a lot of Kralkatite ore. Lots and lots of lots. So you're telling me the one that I moused over was not a Griffin? Is Stanley Griffin? Oh, yeah, right here. Ancient weapons. Shit. Okay, we're going to do this. No, not the commander. It has you on it. What? Well, that's what I meant. WP, you're a wanted man. What, you're telling me the bounty board has wooden potatoes on it? What are you guys talking about? Oh, no, I'm going to ignore it. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go down here. Here we go. We're frightfully short on weapons, and we won't last long without them. Can you help us resupply? Well, where are they? They're hidden in caches, some nearby, some further away. We need them. Collected as quickly as possible. Interested? All right, here we go. Just the regular format. I haven't done one of these for ages. Ancient weapons. Let's go. I'm going south. So one is on that. Oh, is this sort of a Griffin thing as well, maybe? I can really imagine, because it even starts the Astraerium. You dickhead. I cannot believe... What even emoted me? Come on. Have I ever killed my own doppelganger? I actually haven't. It's never spawned my own doppelganger. I guess I'll Griffin it. I'll do this one leisurely. I think boosting's probably a bit unnecessary. Oh, did we go inside that? Let's try and clip that. Yeah, we got it. Oh. Okay. I mean, we could climb onto one of those, maybe, and then boost. I'm going to do... Oh, why am I in combat? A loyal dervish, you prick. Oh, we had to go really low anyway. I mean, I suppose we could have dive bombed and then risen really fast. I mean, the thing is, these are just weird. How have the devs designed them? Have they intended them to be Griffin adventures? It's an easy one again, WP. I got gold on my first try. Was that using a lot of Griffin, though, or none? Yeah, it will have list written on it. Right, yeah, it's the player character. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Let's grab that. I guess I'll go across. I love this Repeatable bridge, though. This is very cool. It's probably not Griffin related. You got gold first time without a Griffin at all. That's good. Well, it's good for the purposes of being lazy and wanting to spam through content that the devs give me. It's not good in terms of giving me a meaningful experience. Which one do you value, Mr. MMO player? I can probably guess. Alright. Flag's just over there. Raptor's kind of weird on this terrain. What do we get there then? So we came in almost 30 seconds quicker than everyone. What? Well, not almost 30 seconds. 23 seconds, though. 22.6 seconds. That's 22.56 seconds. No, 6. Whatever. Anyway, that's insane. Yay for the 3 chests. Oh my god, and it just spammed me with achievements as well for ancient weapons. Oh, and that gave me the meta. Ooh, Daybreak Mastery. So what am I missing? Amnoon Evacuation. Ally Assessment. There could be some spoilers in these, actually. There's still a lot here. Look at this. It's so huge. Let's compare this to, like, Gates of Maguma. Right? Oh, wow. Look at that huge release. 9 achievements. 9 achievements for Entanglement. 6 on the Dragon's Reach. Do you remember this? People do not remember this well enough. When they split this patch in half, basically, because they couldn't create it. What a different experience we're in now, right? 6 achievements for that Living World Season 2 patch. I don't even think it added anything new on the map. Just like a bit more on the Silverways meta. Dragon's Reach Part 2. Echoes of the Past 7. 6. 8. Then we've got the HOT. Now, Season 3. 18. 23. 21. 28. 20. 36. And then 30. But that's not actually correct, though, is it? It's like plus all that other shit as well. You can really see it rolling up. Lots of achievements, but they give really lame AP amounts. I don't really care about that, but I played a lot of Season 1, so I feel sort of okay. I don't know. I think if they resolve the Season 1 thing, what I really want is an AP score that has no reference to daily, monthly, or Living World Season 1 / past festivals / essentially the historical section. What I want is that cutaway, and I want that to be people's AP. Because at the end of the day, if you're getting low... If AP is only exciting as a comparison to other people, which is essentially what it is, well, for me anyway, I mean, I'm not excited about the boxes, and I'm not particularly excited about what they'd add to extra boxes. So if what's exciting about AP is your comparison to everyone else, and like that vague sort of being competitive about it, right? Yes, they add little amounts of AP, but everyone else is getting little amounts of AP as well. So sort of it ballasts itself to me. I would only care about very low AP if I was trying to catch up, as in, you know, I'm a new player that missed the historical stuff, in which case I understand you. If I was trying to catch up, or if I really cared about the boxes, and I was angry that the devs don't, you know, make more pinnacle, you know, a set after pinnacle weapons and more armor and shit like that, which is obviously why they do low AP, because they don't want to keep investing in more boxes higher and higher up. So they've slowed it down. They slowed it down for everyone though, so I don't really care much. What do you think about the idea to have a living season or similar in core Tyria content to make people revisit and update some of the regions? I don't think that... I like the idea of going back there and getting people to do it and to revamp it, but I don't think that should be a season based there. I think they should just re-implement Season 1, and I think they should remake the core story and core leveling experience and just have that be the thing. I don't think there needs to be like Season 5 takes place there or whatever. In fact, I think that would be very unexciting to most people. Most people just really need to keep going. New place, new place, new place, new place, new place. They need that. I know, I would say myself too. I think I'm a lot more excited at the idea of going to Corner and all these other places than I am. Oh, the next season's going to be purely in Sparkfly 10. Like, yeah, I don't know. So that's that adventure done as well. Palawadan's not going to trigger for a while. We've actually already been streaming 2 hours, but I started a little bit early. We did the race yesterday. We just did the Great Hall thing. Alright, let's go do the raid, right? We'll take 15 minutes and we'll go finish the raid. I'm sure that I can take 10 total badasses that are here in this squad that are super experienced with it, and we'll just one-shot everything, right? Since it's on farm already. And we'll just clear the raid. What do you guys think about that? Oh, the guild hall decoration. Great. Good point. That's something I seriously want to look at. So a new decoration was added. Its acquisition is in fractals. Now, I have heard of what it does, but I want to show it to you all without spoiling it. That ridiculous voice almost made you spit up your drink. I'm glad. I'm glad you were able to laugh today. All right, so someone has placed it. It's over here, I guess. We're still very slowly building up our hall, obviously, here. But I'm guessing it's over here. Since there's a lot of fractal stuff here. Is this it? No, this isn't it. That's a world versus world thing, right? Is it by the crystal, maybe? I think one of the event helpers wanted you to upgrade the guild missions. We did that last week, didn't we? Let's have a look here. It's not the market, is it? It's... Wait, is it the market? We discovered it was a weird place. I think it's the tavern. No, it's not the tavern. Maybe it is the market. Is it the market? So look, we can do an upgrade anyway. We've got the Astraerium. Let's pick up Guild Trader 1. Add a trader to the market whose stock rotates daily. Guild members may purchase only 1 item per day. This is going to cost us 1,000 of our Astraerium, 100 of our favor, 5 TP expresses, 25 mystic coins, 50 ecto, 50 bolts of gossamer, 100 cured hardened leather squares, 50 orichalcum ingots, and 50 planks. And we hit level 9, so that's very cool. It's a control panel. Yeah, it is a control panel. I thought someone had dropped it central. Maybe it's over at the tavern. I mean, maybe we've just got 1 in stock that I can just drop. So let's have a look here. Where did it? What section did it appear in as well? Because I don't know with that actually either. Most of the fractal stuff appeared in trophies, I think, didn't it? No. It's really weird to see how many decorations Spud 2's already got. Look at that. 524 Gorseville tentacles. No, here's the fractal stuff. It is not... We don't have it wherever it is. Someone's already placed it. And I guess the person who did it isn't in chat either. That ticking sound is really weird. What's that ticking noise? It's a pipe bomb. Oh, in Spud 1 we've got it. Right, okay, hold on. Yeah, Spud 1. That makes sense. Let's go to Spud 1. So Spud 1 is not... And look at that. With that click of the button, we just avoid almost 7 silver worth of waypoint fees. How do you contribute to decorations? The most I've found personally are Chak Eyes. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so... As you guys can see here, there's a panel. And when I press F on it... Awaiting user input. Enable low gravity. So it gives me the buff where I get the fractals low gravity on me. Look at that. So, I mean... And then I'll show you here as well. Enable Nova launch. It gives me the special action hotkey. So it's just kind of ludicrous, actually. The devs have added so much here. Don't forget that Okar Essence and the Salve thing are also in the guild halls now. And Nova Transformation, finally, turns us into this, which is what unlocks... and that's quite extraordinary, holding the button down. Is that normal? Are we supposed to be able to do that? That's kind of crazy. Are we supposed to be able to do this? That feels kind of broken. Oh my god. And look, with combat mode, can I just go? What the hell? This is not right, is it? This is full on flying. Is my account going to get banned now? What the hell? We could just hold the special action down and just go. That's ludicrous. What on earth? Great, so let's just climb up. Oh, see, they give you so much freedom, though, that basically you can't do convincing jumping puzzles and stuff anymore that are utterly loaded with honor rules because... Press 1 and 2 instead. Here we go. And up we go. And then the 1 takes us down. Yeah, so this is what happens when you do the ball thing in the... people who bought the special gem pass for the Fractor, for the Mistlock place will recognize this. This is insane. I didn't know that they were going to give us these. This is absolutely bonkers. So, as well, presumptively, I'm currently unable to mount. Yeah, I can. Wow. No, it's like the Heart of Thorns trailer. Woo! Remember when they dived down? On the glider that wasn't totally wasn't a thing in the end. So we just dived all that distance. We could only go that maximum amount back up. That's interesting. But anyway, God, can you get off my screen, please? What? Hello? I was gliding and griffining at the same time? Is that a thing? I was a meteor shower griffin. Oh, this is so broken and I love it. Can I not get off in midair? Oh, I can't get off in midair. That's a shame. Wow. Oh, and we've lost the transform completely as well, I guess. Huh. This is ludicrous. So, there you go. I mean, the things that you can accomplish now. Hopefully the GMs have got some really cool ideas, or creative people, the event helpers and stuff in Spud. Maybe we can make some interesting stuff out of this. But there you go. So, I mean, real sandboxes that they've made these guild halls into. Real sandboxes. It would be nice if we could, you know, the races. It would be nice if you could drop the little gates and things around the guild hall and make your own races. I think that would be really badass as well. But dynamic objects and stuff like that, the devs have always seemed to like shy away from. There's so many possibilities with how they could do it, though. They could add new disciplines and buildings that distribute stuff like that, and new economies that hook into them, platforms that turn on and off, all kinds of stuff, and they just sort of don't. I get really oddly nostalgic and strange feeling when I listen to the Lost Precipice environment audio. Because I've spent so long scribing here and hanging out here, it's really weird. I get the almost like pre-searing levels of weird vibes. It's very strange. But there you go. So we got that for Spud 1. That's a new thing in the fractals. This is a very cool little temple place, I guess. This is player made. All these pillars and things we're standing on. I guess the Farinir is building this here. And that looks new as well. What is this? Is this new? Is that a new monument they've added? Anyway. Well, there you go, guys. So just a little bit more Daybreak. Now, tomorrow, what we will have a look at is the other fractal stuff, the raid, and the Palawadan meta. Or, you know, any of the above. So those. And that will be a nice, fine, like, broad sweep of the content that they've provided in this patch. And then next weekend will be more Daybreak, and it will be a proper story-based playthrough and lore and stuff. So yeah, but that's long off in the future. If you enjoyed today's stream, if you liked it, kick ass. I love that. Thanks very much for coming, guys. And I will be back the same time tomorrow, genuinely, 24 hours from now. Set a little alarm on your phone or whatever if you like. You can click a follow button on the screen. It will tell you when I next go live. 24 hours from now, I'll be here, same time, and hopefully we'll have some fun stuff. It's been cool chatting today, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. There'll be a video on YouTube in just a moment. I'm going to click hang up here on the stream, and I'm immediately going to go post a video. It's going to be about the brand, Crowcatorics movement, lots of lore speculation as to where Season 4 could take us. I'd love to see you guys over there. So thanks, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you, WP. That was exhausting, lol. I don't know whether that's a good thing, people being exhausted watching the streams, but there you have it. Cheers, everyone, and I will see you very shortly. Great stuff.